Hey, you guys ready? You want to go drive it? You want to go drive it? You want to go? Let's go! They're ready. Alright guys, it's time. Hush you. It's time to drive this Oldsmobile on the road for the first time since the 80s. Alright guys, welcome to the channel. It's a little windy today, so pardon any wind noise that I have, but today we're going to be driving this Oldsmobile around for the first time since the 80s. So if you follow the channel, you see that I bought this car and was able to get it running, did the brakes, get it driving, and now we're going to drive it around for the first time. So fingers crossed that everything goes well. So you can see right here, 1987 was the last time it was on, at least registered, and it's probably last time it was on the road. It's been quite a bit, but it really hasn't changed since last time you guys saw it, other than, check this out, I put more gas in it, more than just like the 2 gallons that I had. Check this out. The gas gauge decides it wants to work. So let's start her up. Starts right up. Idle's nice. No smoke. I think it's hitting the floor over here. It's got some kind of vibration. But, you know, nothing that can't be fixed. Alright, we got our gas gauge. We have working brakes. I have my oil pressure and my water temperature. So, we should be good to go. The gas gauge says we have a 1/4 tank. Hopefully that is enough. Manual brakes. Whew, I almost got killed by a Ford. The one thing about this road, unlike my other road, it's kind of busy. Oh, there's a shift. That was a good shift. So this should be 2nd gear. Speedometer's working. 30 miles an hour. I think this is only a 2-speed because it has low and then has some in deep. Maybe it's a 3-speed, but I don't think it's a 4 like my Cadillac, but I don't know. Temperature's good, oil pressure's good. Oh no. That's running pretty good. Needs tires like crazy. That's 35. Yeah, it needs tires bad. Definitely pulls a little bit, but that's to be expected. It's such a worn out car. Alright, we have made it 2 miles so far. Running like a champ. The brakes have some to be desired, but they are 4-wheel drum non-power brakes, so I'm not surprised by any of that. Let's open the hood. Yep, no coolant leaks, no fuel leak. I think it's a water pump squeaking. Not 100% sure, but it would make sense. The best part is the battery's charging, so that's always awesome. New belt, of course. I'm gonna have to loop that one up. Let's drive it some more. So unlike my Cadillac, I would normally drive it with my, holding the camera while driving, but this takes a lot of effort to actually drive. Put you guys in the back, hopefully you don't fall down. But right now we have five miles on the car. And she's going good. So oil pressure is right at 40 psi. Right now the temperature is looking at about 180, which is about right, especially for just sitting, just like we did. I don't know how much I trust the car yet, but I'm not driving far enough away that I couldn't, walk home. Plus it's a pretty nice day. Coming. I think. Yeah. I don't know which way they're going. Sorry, big truck guy. They gave me a mean mug. Gave me a dirty look while sitting in the middle of the road. Alright. Steal you guys. Not end up in the ditch. Alright, we're driving. Speedometer is working, fuel gauge is working. Can't say about anything else that's working. But we're oh, there's a grasshopper on the hood. It's coming for a ride. Oh, she's going and going pretty good. 35, about where we're at. Car could definitely benefit from tires and shocks. Yeah. See if this guy will go around me. Alright, let's get some more footage. So to film this, I have to do a lot of stop and go, drop the camera off, drive away, drive to it, etc., etc. An interesting thing that even with the, lots of not driving, where the car is sitting and idling for quite a bit, the temperature's still right about 200, right where it's supposed to be. Look at that. It's kind of an awkward gauge, but right at 200. Oil pressure hot at idle at 20. That's pretty much perfect. And then you'll see, raise up right where it needs to be at 40 when you step on the gas. Engine-wise and transmission-wise, I feel like it's in really good shape. I mean, if you wanted to make it perfect, definitely tires and shocks, and then maybe a more of a modern brake system, maybe a power brake system, I don't know. These are the awkward years where you had the really awkward brake master cylinder. I feel like one of these tires is about to come apart. Runner, she's a good driver. If you wanted to make it super duper nice, you could definitely get a aluminum radiator and a new water pump, and it'd probably be just perfect. Just cruising. Go back where she belongs. I think we put, let's check, we're in 48. We're right about 8 miles on the car, so that's not bad for a first drive. So I know it's windy, guys, but thank you guys for watching, and if you're interested in buying it, send me an email. I'll put it down below, and maybe it can be yours.